got myself a pink cow. I wish I could just like post stuff on my Twitch profile, like social media, just little updates. Because I would post a picture of this cow. Pink cow, she's so cute, very floppy, big guy. I don't normally get very big stuffed animals, but I couldn't resist a big pink cow. I love cows. He was on sale a lot because it was a Valentine's Day item. 75% off, so he was like $4. I mean, amazing stuff, really. Sorry, I'm having too much fun with him. My shins still hurt. I have ice on them right now. If you've never had shin splints, don't get them. That's my advice. It's awful. Please load. I'm begging you, game. Okay, here we are. Talking to Godwin, I'm trying to keep the ice in place. It's really hard to do when you make me do that. Hey Dad, you want to yell at me while I'm on mic on stream? My goodness. It seemed like a lecture. I am not asking you to do that. I'm just in this moment trying to ice my legs. Anyway. Godwin is Godwinning. I've done this mission a million times. I'm sorry, I'm not reading it. He wants to give her a letter. What am I doing? And we're bringing the letter, and it's all about blind, so she can't read it, so we have to read it. It's about leeway. We love it. It would really overjoy me if one day he does actually leave Mondstadt. Rather than just doing this mission over and over again. But it may not happen. I do get him occasionally. I know I could switch to leeway, I just don't want to. You can talk. No. I don't care. I'm down with it, teacher. Is All Night Pokemon last?
Well, if it's in the order that it's going.
Ah, bummer. IPAs? Do they have cider? Not something I've ever really considered.
Propagate! Propagate! Spring forth!
Oh, I'm sorry.
No one escapes my sight!
Pause it for a second because my eyes fell off. My stupid legs. Oh yeah, that's easy. I can hold them in big support, but just do that. This is killing me. Ugh. Sorry, my dad's going back. I have to have my legs before I go.
Scatter!
Just get a different towel that holds it better. You know what, actually? I could put it under my pantaloons. That'll be better. Oh no. My cow fell. Watch, watch. Alright, have a nice back on oh, everything hurts. Okay. I also got tired after. Sorry, it was just a tap. Get hurt from that. So that's just so lovely. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Thank you so much. I had a dream last night that a great horned owl got into our house. Isn't that crazy? Dreams are such a thing. For the love of God. I know, Barb. Screw you.
I'll protect us. Oh no! Let the show begin. Hi. Huh. Hi. Huh. Hi. Oh. Huh. Hi. Huh. 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 Hi. Yeah. Huh. 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 Oh. Huh.
Why am I clicking the button?
Propagate! Yeah! Propagate! Propagate! Germinate!
Very nice. Hey, I actually avoided one. Just joystick around being sensitive. The thing is, I don't want to be. I don't want to be.
No one escapes my sights! Bet you can't keep up with me! No escape!
Wish they could be my buddies. Oh, I thought they would do it. That's all. Why does it do that? Why does it want me to go to guide? It just disappears. Whatever. Whatever. It's fine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Way.
Well, thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Thanks, Cat.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Way. There we go. Sorry, I'm trying to shove the other ice pack in my pant leg. It's so absurd. Ugh. Great. Volume. I don't understand what this does.
Take your pick. You'll find no.
Goodness. Cranium, dude. I'm sorry. Keeps on fighting ore. I'm grumpy. Sincerely Wagner. I hate this spot. I hate it a lot. It's so awkward to get to. Anyway. That hit me. Stop with... I can just try to go there from here, I guess. Whatever, right?
Swift and merciful, submit for judgment. Do some strange things sometimes. Great. Let's go back to Volgna. I'm wrapping a blanket around my shoulders. Sorry if it's loud on the mic. That shouldn't have been so bad. Heart
Dude,
be
I'm
pure,
so cozy right now.
evil be...
That's enough out of you. Sorry, bud. I can't be comfortable. It sucks. I find it really uncomfortable to sit normal. So but I have to sit normal, like legs straight out, in order for the ice to really do its thing. And I find that so very uncomfortable. So I'm just hating it. It's fine. Okay, I want to see if I can get the Animalculus Resonance Gem. How is this made? I'm seeing it come here. Oh, it says it's a thing. Yeah, you. Oh, I can do it literally right now? Great. Let me just... Okay. That's great. Let's go at least 3 of them, and then we do the... Why do I do it that way? I don't know. Really don't. We're ignoring this. Okay. This I can do. We need the purple one. Nervous. There's a little switch I can flick to turn it off, and anyway, it doesn't matter. Do I have anything? No. This one.
Take this! Bellowing thunder! Lightning flash! Take this!
Let me just check how many I need for him. For this, at least. 2? I need 2. That'll be 1. sort of. I use more resin than I normally do. No, I guess I would have had 83. I guess it's not that different.
Lightning splash!
Like really low damage.
Take this! Bellowing thunder!
Hopefully that everyone really good. I'm gonna get Sam to roll. I have a real nasty tonsil stone. Is that too much to share? That is... Alright. Never mind. I lied. I don't... Alright. I'm gonna keep complaining about my legs this whole time. It sucks. Oh, I can do a Geo one too. Well, that's quite nice, isn't it? Anyway, what do I want? Two. Nope. And we gotta hunt down some Sammies. Can I make any? Let's just check. Because I fought a bunch yesterday, I think. Nope. Oh my goodness. Okay. I gotta stop doing ice for a little bit. I'm gonna put him back in the freezer. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, hi, I'm back. Yes, okay. Right, the guys. best thing ever, and they do not deserve my wrath.
Take this! Not so hard. Let it rain.
Okay. I should, so I know. There we go. And it'll tell me when I have enough. Away. Sorry, this might get a bit boring. I also don't have much to talk about right now. I'm tapping Sister the Pink Panther, that's kind of fun. And, let me finish that. That's really exciting. Yeah, it's fine. We can just chill out. You and me. I'm sad, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Hey, old man. I say, are you all right? Very good. That's right on top of the teleport, so it's all good.
Bellowing thunder! Ready, steady, go! Go, Barbara, go!
Alright. Next Sam's. It's so annoying. I hate navigating this area, I gotta be honest.
Take this!
From whence you came!
Take this! Lightning slash!
Hey there, all you middlemen. Great, thanks. I think it was about like here. Yeah, that's pretty spot on for me. Okay. Oh, that's walkable. That's walkable. Sorry. Are there other flowers like that? It was the first time. Which isn't exactly what it is, but you know what I mean. Yeah, I got you guys.
answer from this world?
I'll race you there. Bet you can't keep up with me.
Dude, if I could shoot from the air, that would be so rad.
Take this!
Shoot, I need to have Stream Manager open in case someone chats. I got it open. Ah. You know, I'd really rather not, but sweet. You gonna grow? Does it grow? Feels like it should. But whatever. Cool. Oh. Can do another one. What's this? Oh, that's cool. Oh, we're gonna do another one. Scarlet sprouts. Nice. Great. Not what I'm here for though. As cool as it is.
Take this!
I'm gonna go craft and see where we're at with that. How many more do I need? Let me check that first. Let's say 8 and 14, so I need 6 more. Sorry, forgot completely what I was doing for a second. Wowza! Okay, that was good. Right. I guess I should go do it. I'm feeling I want to. Is that crazy? Actually, I should heal first. Heal me, please. Ugh, that was gross. I'm sorry. That. Can we do it? Okay.
Let it rain! Lightning flash!
never expected there to be monsters here. I'm just lucky to run into you. Please take these. Okay.
Take this! Bellowing thunder! Take this! Lightning flash!
Once more. The dog is snoring. Sleep.
Take this! Lightning flash! Thunderclap!
Great. That's nice. Sorry, I'm not feeling very talkative. This is
quite unfortunate. Considering I've decided to do commentary, but you know, I'm just trying to be organic about it. Hope nobody minds. I need to fight more controls, but I'm not gonna do that right now. That's not what I'm gonna do in this moment. Nope. Stream manager turned off again. I'm back on it. I think we'll just continue with the. What the heck? Spear. Cool. Okay. No, okay, we'll do the smaller quests first. We'll do the Jade Chamber.
So, are you buying or not?
No. Oh yeah, Meadow Gems. I have it in stock here. Do you need it in a hurry? Oh, they're rebuilding the Jade Chamber. Are they really? Well, that would require proper preparation, yes. Let me think. Perhaps you can look for Show instead. He's extremely well read. Perhaps he might know where a copy of Meadow of Gems might be found. Got it. If my memory serves, Show often watches the Longshu Inn. You can try looking for him there. Great. Let's go there. Oh, it's Poem Guy. The conundrum. Both Mexican. Hey, do you know anything about Meadow of Gems? Meadow of Gems, you say? Yes, I do recall that book. I once went hither and thither in search of material with which to write a poem about merchants and happened upon this book in the process. I did not fully comprehend the book's contents, but some of its anecdotes proved most inspirational nonetheless. Let me try to recall the name of that poem. Pray, give me a moment. Do you know where I can find the book? Ah, so you wish to locate the book. I must confess that no such place comes to mind. However, if you need it urgently, I could just write you out a copy of myself. What, from memory? Ah, it was hardly a lengthy text. Memorizing it was no tall order. More to the point, the book collector wouldn't let me loan it out. And since poetry is not something one can rush, I decided to simply write out a copy for my continued perusal. The book's contents were not very long either, so I have them more or less memorized now. That's impressive, buddy. Ah, it is a trifling matter, my liege. Still, perhaps you could do me a favor in exchange for the handwritten text. As embarrassing as this is, I've been so focused on gathering inspiration here that only now do I realize I've completely forgotten to eat today. Suddenly I feel rather ravenous. Could you help me get a serving of triple layered consommé? In exchange, I shall write you a copy of Meadow of Gems. I believe that I should just about be done by the time you return. Well, how do I make that? Maybe I have one. That's why it's not done. Oh, wait, let me check my inventory. Isn't that genius? Looks like I don't have it. Okay. Ham. Salt. Great. Can't give me salt, can you? Okay. So I see if I can. I really don't want to keep that back, but I guess I will. Okay, let's go get salt. This is just obnoxious, isn't it? There's one step for this, I guess. On there. So. But I know where it is in Mondstadt. Chico, what's happening? Oh, traveler, I'm just adding the finishing touches to an ancient recipe. Not long ago, a team of explorers went on an expedition into the mountains. One of them was a friend of mine, an adventurer. They didn't make it very far due to bad weather conditions, but my friend did tell me that they happened upon an ancient ruin while they were taking shelter from the storm. It was full of books and other records, even a recipe. I don't know how it's had survived intact for this long. My adventurer friend passed the recipe on to me. He hopes I can revive the taste of the past. In fact, I've never even heard of some of the ingredients the recipe requires. Even some of the cooking techniques are new to me. So I'm cooking a modified version, which only uses the most essential ingredients. Would you be willing to help me gather the unusual ingredients from the recipe? Yeah, sure, bud. Nice to see you're so enthusiastic about this. I heard that a few boar somehow got lost in the mountains and became encased in ice. I'm curious to find out how such an ordeal affects the flavor of meat. Perhaps you could fetch me 10 portions of chilled meat? To clarify, you mean... Yes, as in the meat of those frozen boar. Being encased in ice must keep it pretty fresh, don't you think? So when someone tells me about some poor boar trapped in the ice, all I hear is chilled meat. Thanks for doing this for me. Come and find me once you've got the ingredients. Alright. Anyway. Doing this. What is it? Let me make this tooth. A tooth? Ugh, don't tell me you've been foraging around the mountain for junk. Huh, although his teeth go... What is that? This is a rather fine specimen. Sorry about my bird. Sorry about my bird. Sorry about my bird. This is a rather fine specimen. Tough as nails, too. And these contours. Well, it looks an awful lot like a dragon tooth to me. What do you mean by dragon tooth? As in the tooth of a dragon? Weapons made from dragon tooth are supposed to be extraordinarily strong and sharp, and even possess some sort of strange power. It's hardly the sort of thing you come across every day, though. In all the stories you hear, it's only ever the most famous heroes who manage to acquire dragon tooth and craft weapons from it. As they say, if you plan on slaying the dragon to pinch its teeth, you better be sure to have a dragon slayer of a weapon handy, or he might just bite back. Then is this really a dragon's tooth or no? Honestly, I've never dealt with dragon tooth firsthand, so sorry about my bird. Sorry about my bird. So I can't give a definite answer. I don't think it has to be the tooth of some enormous beast. I do think it has to be the tooth of some enormous beast or other. Anyway, since you've gone to all this effort, let's just treat it as if it really is a genuine, precious piece of dragon tooth, shall we? But that said, it's not enough to make a weapon from. How about you go find, say, 3 more pieces of dragon tooth, and in the meantime, I'll do some reading and find out how to work with this stuff. Oh, and sorry about my bird. Dragon tooth aside, we want to supplement it with some good ore. In which case, while you're up on the mountain, grab 50 pieces of star silver. Oh, yes. As well as that, I'm going to need a Northlander polearm billet. Once you got all of that, come and see me again. Okay, Jesus. These seemed fun. Now they don't seem so fun. I'm sure they're fun. I'm not doing it right now. Has it been 4 minutes? No. I guess I can wait a minute. Let's just hang out. How we doing out there? Woo. 30 seconds-ish. Okay. Claim. Sorry. Stop. Claim. Okay. Now I can make it. Why? I need to. Well, that's just lovely. God, it's so annoying. salt, Blanche. Okay, and I guess fine. We'll go on the mountain and do some nonsense. Fine. 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 Expected. With only a limited number of beacons, the accuracy is nowhere near good enough. There's no way I can use this as reliable altitude measurement. Unless a fearless adventurer can scale to the highest peak and place a beacon there for me. Me? Like you! Please, help me out one more time. All my other beacons keep getting destroyed by monsters, so this is the only way to reduce the margin of error in my measurements. All you need to do is place it at the summit. If you succeed, I promise I'll reward you generously.
Swift and merciful.
Sweet. I need to heal you so much.
I'll keep this close.
I know you're gonna harass me. Please don't. We're just gonna leave. Straight away, no problem. We're out.
going anywhere. It's
No one
time
escapes
for
my
a
sight.
flash bridge chill to the bone.
Lightning slash!
Cold cut flatter. Flash frost.
Shouldn't get careless.
Lightning slash!
Detoxifying.
Is this an answer from this world?
You'll get frostbite. Frozen. Don't get in the way.
One with my blade. Submit for judgment.
It's time for a flash freeze. Frozen.
No escape!
Oh no!
I must collect myself.
Disgusting.
Forth my blade. Spirit blade. Attack. The loneliness of death. It was worth the trouble.
Take this!
Alright, sorry about this. I don't know.
Bellowing thunder! Lightning slash!
Almost.
Take this!
Stay right there. Let's end this quickly.
Go, Baron Bunny!
Let's not waste time. Let's end this quickly. Let's end this quickly! Let's not waste time!
No one escapes my sights!
Let's end this quickly! Almost. Let's not waste time. Let's end this quickly.
Not so hard!
This isn't good.
Opening a chest is like unwrapping a gift. Bet you can't keep up with me.
This is weird. That's how I counted this. Okay. I guess. Sorry that you're in this state, my friend.
One after another.
Strength well emanates from this peculiar object. Well, this is very cool. I'm glad I ran across this. Oops. Quite. Sorry. I'm adjusting. Struggling. Sorry if that was loud. Oh, I don't have to teleport there. Brr. Wow. Don't mind me.
Let it rain. Ugh! Get him. That's cheating.
Gotta.
I'll race you there. I won't let you down.
God.
Not so hard.
Swift and merciful, from whence you came.
Ready, steady, go!
Forth, my blade. Swift and merciful, submit. But how?
I'll protect.
But how?
Bellowing thunder.
Let the show begin. Go, Barbara.
We're going far away. Sure, right here's fine. God.
This weather is delightful.
Here we go. Enjoy this one.
Objects like this may prove useful when purging evil spirits. I ride on wind and cloud alike.
That's cheating! No escape! Take this! Take this!
Save this chest.
Target tracked down by Outrider Amber. Thunderclap! No one escapes my sights!
Spirit Blade! Attack!
Lightning Flash!
To heal her.
Take this!
Another problem.
A reward on the road.
Bellowing Thunder!
Voice of death.
Don't be a killjoy! We've only just begun! That all you got?
Oh, you got
You can't run! Well, can I? I miscalculated.
Is this an answer from this world?
No excuse for slacking.
Get him!
Shouldn't get careless.
Get out of my way with this. It isn't time for
Touch of
fight.
frost.
Classifying heat. Roasted fry.
Lightning Flash!
with my blade. Submit for judgment.
Yeah.
Through.
A reward on the road.
Sweet.
A reward on the road.
I will end you.
Let it
End
rip.
this quickly.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
That seemed to work. Let's not waste time. Harden up.
Bet you can't keep up with me.
Almost. That seemed to work.
I'll race you there.
Swift and merciful.
I must collect myself. This is bad. Counterattack.
Take this. Thunderclap.
This was well done. You need to hurry up.
Let's dance.
Unfortunate fault.
La 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 la.
Shouldn't get careless.
Lightning slash.
This through.
Just
An unfortunate fault.
Such a random thing.
A reward on the road.
There is nowhere to go. Let's teleport somewhere else. Yeah, sure. Over here.
No one escapes my sight. Ha! Duh, ha! Yeah, yeah.
Sorry, I'm awful.
Lightning flash! Take this! Lightning flash!
Right.
I'll keep this close.
Let it rain! Look at it sparkle!
Unexpected, but welcome.
I don't know. I just don't know where to find this stuff.
From whence you came! One with my blade!
Alright, we're gonna have to come back to this one. This is the same kind of thing. Just find it. So, no.
see you there.
There's a better way. Definitely is. That was a laugh. That came out real snorty. I hope you'll forgive me. Sparkly snow. A lot more catastrophic than it was. Stop, and roll. Just kidding. This is so far from here.
You got me.
There, that should do it. So cold. Can you go now?
I take my meals cold to quiet the spirit and calm my vital energies. Genshin infused water with ice is the most effective.
Yes, we're sorry. Did you put the beacon in place? Yes. Wonderful, thank you. Now I can finally get a reliable measurement of the height of the mountain. Oh, and regarding compensation, I asked Cyrus to put something together. Ask him for it next time you're in the city. And since you'll see him before I do, could you also give him this letter for me? He promised to keep me in the loop about a second exploration team headed for the mountains, but I still haven't heard back about it. Once the rest of my beacons are fixed, I'll have to head back and set them all up. There's a lot of things that still need surveying on that mountain. Cyrus. But let's heal all our poor souls first. Oh, it's from her. I'll wager she's... Oh, wait, he's got a Russian accent. Oh, it's from her. I'll wager... What am I doing? She's asking about the next exploration team again. I don't know what I can do. It's rare to find a team that's willing to take on the mountain these days. It's just too dangerous up there. I'll write her a letter shortly to explain the situation. Thank you for making the trip to deliver this. Dude, I'm sorry, I've been doing too much, like, Welsh-Irish, and now anyway. Speaking of letters, she sent another not long ago asking me to prepare a reward for you. Here, please take it. And one last thing. I can see that you're a hardy type, but nevertheless, I urge you to be careful in the mountains. Dragonspine, if ever the chance arose to lead a team of explorers there in person, I would surely take it. Sorry about that accent. That got away from me. Okay, well, that's something. We can do this. My ankle hurts. How fun is that? Oh, I kicked myself in the ankle. That's fun. Isn't that awesome? Take myself in the ankle with the top. It's metal. If I don't nail that, I'm gonna be really mad at myself. Return. One moment. I'm still penning the last few lines. There, that should do it. Here's your thing. That can wait though. First, please see if the book is to your satisfaction. I trust that you'll find my penmanship quite satisfactory. This is so impressive, man. You praise me excessively, my liege. This book is for you. Don't lose it now. Master Loot. Huh? Do you need anything? I'd order some small ornaments made of bamboo. Small bamboo ornaments, you say? Oh, I could do it, but may I know where this order is coming from? It's from the checklist to buy one. Oh ho! An order from the Yehai Pavilion, is it? Well, then I suppose I should complete it as quickly as I can. There's one problem, though. The bamboo forest that I frequently gather materials from has suddenly become occupied by a great many boars, for reasons unknown to me. But it's not much of a problem. I often have to go around them to collect bamboo. We'll chase the boars out, I can go collect some bamboo, and we can begin work right away, sure. I shall wait for you here. Once you chase those boars out, come back and give me a shout. Let's go chase boars. Oh, I didn't realize I could do that. Okay. Nope. Speaking of boars. Boris Johnson. Am I right?
this an answer from this world?
I thought that was a meme.
Take this!
A reward on the road.
Some vinegary. Okay. Ooh, hey, spin crystals. Hey, bud. Ah, so you chase those boars away. All of them. Got it. That will do. I shall head over to collect the bamboo in a while. Once the ornaments are ready, I shall have them delivered directly to Yeha Pavilion. This order is quite large. There's quite the sum to be made here. Okay. Great. Hello, can I help you? I'm here about those items you needed. This is Meadow of Gems. Where'd you get this book? I searched high and low throughout Leeway, and I couldn't even find it, so... Ting Xiao wrote hand wrote a copy for me, because I am cool. That poet? Huh, seems like his reputation is well-founded. Thank you for your help in preparing these objects. Once Master Lu sends those ornaments over, I will arrange for him to receive appropriate compensation. Thanks for your help once again, and please, accept these for your aid. Got you, buddy. Great. We got things.
Those clouds, man.
Alright, the rest of it, blah. Back to story. talk to this weird Catherine. See what's going on with that.
Actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival.
Oh, sorry, it should be alright.
And Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really long story. We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened. Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the Traveler's favorite bench?
Let's go to the bench.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's all right. After we parted on the last day of the Sub-Zero's festival, I left the city and saw what the Traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion.
The weird voices.
Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control. Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear. I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara. So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. And not a moment too soon.
It's only a miracle.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. All right. You two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
Okay, more questions. Felt a dream at the festival.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the Traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky. You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me. Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria. It seems like the Traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died. As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable. A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret. King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
Okay, so what does the message mean?
I still haven't managed to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it. Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the Academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it. But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it.
So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tainari also said that Irminsul is sick! Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain.
The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it. No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Tevat's.
Okay, why do you look like Catherine right now?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses?
Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana?
That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since. However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing.
So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata was omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the Academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
Whoa, hey, to me you're already great.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you.
Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my life's mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime. Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
Sage's plan?
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve. Even though the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero's samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tainari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
No one's realized the issue with the Akasha?
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sage has convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru. Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
Alright, no more questions.
Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero's samsara in the immediate future.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Oh.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
We've spent quite some time in Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Wow. Got new ones. Maybe we should do them. Sure, let's switch to story quest, I guess, since we got a bunch.
Inazuma. So many things have happened since then.
As if the blink of an eye, there have been many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Wait a moment.
Huh? What's up?
Careful, someone's coming. Let's go be careful.
Hey! What the heck was that for? Doesn't want to talk, huh? All right, let's convince him to calm down a little. Lightning flash!
Flash and
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all?
no.
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them. No, wait! Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kaedahara Kazuha? He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business. Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize. Seems like a real nutcase. Well, one thing's for sure. No way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
Couldn't agree more.
Right? Paimon has a feeling, though, that even if this guy gets to challenge Kazuha to a duel, he won't be able to beat him. Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Wow, my shoulder hurts. That's really weird. Actually, I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think you might have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
Can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting styles are kind of similar. I don't know about that, but no.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most
Sorry,
people
I'm
look
super
pretty
tired.
much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything. Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Okay.
Another test subject.
Bellowing thunder!
I got careless. Picked the wrong test subject. Picked the wrong test subject.
Why did I not even, like, think about teleporting? Okay. I speak Italian.
Hello? Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Two?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha. If it's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach, Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention.
You tell him, Chad.
Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did?
I've heard bits and pieces. Something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. Is it really as big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
You could compare it to the technique Beto used to strike down Taichung.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense. In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved. He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryo Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
Shogunate probably wants to show some goodwill. After all, her mindset changed.
Thank you! Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryo Commission.
All right then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Commission.
I should really make a decision.
Teleport there. Sorry, I'm like. I'm having a time. Also, I'm probably gonna have to not finish this. We'll see. Hi, Jazzy. Hi, Jazzy Wazzy Woo. Dog. Stretching? Big stretch. Big stretch. Good job. Good job, big stretching. My dad's talking to somebody. Don't know who. He yells into the phone. That's how he is.
Oh? It's you.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt Decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation. We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I've heard some things.
In short, there was once a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun. The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class.
I love his little maple leaf motifs. It's so cute.
But there came a time when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just. Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past. In the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun and the Shogunate at large. However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements. I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Malicious rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaedahara really parried the Shogun's strike. Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaedahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
What? But that doesn't make sense. Using a delusion turns you old and frail, and Kazuha still looks fine.
That is correct. However, to some people, the idea of a single person wielding two elements at once is a more inconceivable notion still.
This is just one of many similar rumors. I am very uncomfortable with being the subject of public discussion, no matter whether it brings suspicion or stardom my way. But perhaps if the Shogunate is willing to publicly support me, this situation will blow over more quickly.
This is precisely why I encourage you to give our offer some serious thought. It stands to benefit all of us.
Please allow me some time to consider. In fact, let us put this discussion on hold for the moment. Well then, what brings the two of you here?
Yikes! We nearly forgot about the most important thing!
Why would such a dangerous individual be looking for me?
Your siblings could be someone
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedahara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
All the more reason to watch your back! This guy was a serious nutcase.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury, or worse.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer. I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked her, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on. Let's go and track down your aggressor.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
One second. Alright. Here we are. Keeping it moving. Ah.
a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaidahara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaidehara. I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
I've really got this.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
How did I
Oh? You were targeted in an assault? Let me think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaidehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaidehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions? Of mora? Whoa! Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Please, accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it. Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaidehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that stand out as particularly unusual? The Tenryou Commission had very few leads, and I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
I still find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now. I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me. For the poor victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaidehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Oh, actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though. Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right, then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time. One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma? Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy. 2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation. I'll get moving shortly myself.
Okay.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha. What brings you here today?
Huh? You two know each other?
Yes, the Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the two clans. After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
Raiden Gokaden?
Ah, let me quickly explain. The Raiden Gokaden was the collective term for the 5 most acclaimed bladesmithing arts in Inazuma. The techniques of blade making were personally bequeathed to the Raiden Gokaden by the almighty Shogun, and over time, further honed and enhanced by the most talented craftsmen. Unfortunately, a series of events led to the gradual decline of many clans in the bladesmithing trade. Today, only the Amenoma clan has kept its art alive.
So sad.
It is a great pity indeed. In the old days, we each had our specialties, and just as iron sharpens iron, so too did we learn much from each other. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand. There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
That's right. Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner. You are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade. It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
You overestimate me. My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
Ah, yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryou Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far. He didn't say a word before he left, which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile. All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryou Commission.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift. I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse, and neither of them came back.
Fire?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up. He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality. He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine. Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No. Absolutely impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Huh. Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good... Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear, with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced, or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry. You have our word.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
We still need to get the info from the Nagato family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Sorry. I'm not all the way right now.
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things. He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him, I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him. Everything was fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
Uh-oh, what happened?
He lost his sense of restraint. He started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them. Our expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house. He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him, but making ends meet has to come first. I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens. On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Whoa!
And that led to an argument.
Actually, it didn't. Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time. When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell. His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
It's important to set boundaries.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
I see. I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price. But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset. There could be more to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
Let's try a change of scenery and see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Alright. Oh, we're not done.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance. The fire at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation unfolded, though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and... Nope, never mind. Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
I'm just gonna say we're missing crucial information.
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle. Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up. The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict. Mr. Nagato, being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire. The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
Okay, but where should we go now?
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
Alright, I have not been paying proper attention, so I'm gonna stop trying to force myself to. Sorry if this is disappointing. If you're really invested, I might be able to play it later. I hope so. We'll see. Anyway, sorry this wasn't very long, but I don't know, I'm just feeling very distracted, so see ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. Just kidding. Appreciate you.